Yeah, to those who don't know me, my name is Midi or my Mninyasha Miss Machiriza. So today we are going to talk about how to create a guest list. How are you guys going to create your wedding guest list? So I was just checking my books around and then I came across this one. That's one of the books that I was using for my wedding, like to write. I write most of the stuffs in this book. So it was so difficult for me to create the wedding guest list, guys. Yeah, typically Zimbabwean, it's not easy to create your wedding guest list because you are supposed to invite mbuya vasekuru, tete vamainini, and musikana anoshanda kumba kwamaiguru. Everybody should be there, but at the same time we are working on your budget. So for the last time when I was talking about how to plan your wedding on yourself, I was talking about the budget. So for budget, you guys, you need to make sure that you have the correct or the almost correct wedding guest list, which is the number of vanhu vachange vari pamuchato pako vachange vari vangani. You are going to decide izvozvo zvekuti vanhu vachange vari pamuchato wako vanenge vari vangani. You are going to decide that. So you are going to list people that you want. As we say, okay, because we are Zimbabweans and we come from kumusha kune vanhu vakawanda and we are almost close, so we were like, you know what, we need a maximum number of 200 guests. But per 200 guests, it means I need 100 guests to my bridal side. In any same kazi, I have to bring 100 guests and the groom has to bring 100 guests. You see, now the number is limited. So however, we were planning that, we were like, so how are we going to select people right here? So what I did first is that I started saying to the people around me, you know what, when they were asking how is the wedding going to be like, I was like, you know what, we don't want kids at our wedding. I was just talking. So by this talking, I was influencing that message to my relative. They'll be like, you know what, manzwere kuti kumuchato hakusi kudiwa vana, so vanoudzana. Either some are going to take it like, yeah, it's cool, and others, I still remember my sisters were like almost fighting, but it was over before. And the other one was like, you know what, if I don't bring my kids, then I'm not going to come there because who am I going to leave those kids with? And the other one was like, yeah, you have to find somebody to look after those kids, because what are kids supposed to do at the wedding? They know nothing about love, they know nothing about marriage, they are still babies. Why are they coming to the wedding? But I didn't like put that message on my invitation. But by making that makuwa, it made other people kuti vasiye vana vavo kumba when they were coming to the wedding. You see, that's the other trick that I did on my wedding. So, and then how are you going to select the family members? Selecting the family members. Family starts with you. You guys, we should learn to be a little bit English. Who is the extended family? Who is the family who are supposed to be my first cousin, my second cousins? Who are those people? So I started by like listing down my family members. We are 5. My mom's kids were just 5. So I started by listing 5 people. After that, I went to my father's house, like my father's siblings, my aunties, and my how do I call this? My uncles, my aunties and my uncles, like anabamkuru vangu na anabamnini vangu to my father's side, nana tete. Those were the close relatives. So I said, okay, I'm going to invite them all. I think the 9 of them. But basically, when I'm inviting my auntie, in my culture, I'm inviting with yeah, kids also. Hello, my sweetie Baba. Come to mommy, okay? Come on.
Hey, hello guys, how are you? I'm wearing a Bob the Builder and I'm looking at you guys and I can't see anybody there. Is there anybody there?
There is. So I was like, okay, I'm going to invite Anabamkuru, Anabamnini, Denina, Anatete. So automatically by inviting them, I am inviting their kids too, because I'm just going to write an invitation. This is how we do it as Zimbabweans, most of us, you know. So if I say like I write an invitation to my tete, like tete my manyonga, I'm inviting you. So I didn't write it like my tete my manyonga is like, you know what, manyonga and family, you are being invited to the wedding, you see. But in mind, I know how many of them are there in the family. So they're going to come 3 of them, 2 daughters and the son. So that's 3 people I'm inviting in one invitation. So I made, like, to my side 100 invitations, and to my husband's side I also made 100 invitations. So I was like, you know what, in this 100 invitation, I'm not going to invite, when I'm inviting let's say myself, I'm not going to write me, you are being invited, and Munenyasha, you are being invited, and Dedu, you are being invited. No, I'm just going to write my Chiridza and family, you are being invited. But automatically I know. What is that you want, Mashwiti, Baba? So it's like we are going to say, now I am inviting my Bamkuru, but when did you last talk to that Bamkuru of yours? It's a Baba. Oh, there's your banana. There's your banana. Mr. Bob the Builder, you want a banana? You want a banana? No? Okay, so I was like, you know what, when did I last talk to this Bamkuru of mine, or when did I talk to this Muzukuru, whoever you wish, you will be like, okay, I'm going to invite this one. So you can work with an average of 1 year. Everybody you didn't talk to within a period of 1 year, just don't invite them. We are just trying to make our number fit 100 guests. So it's not like that you hate those people, but just you are not going to invite them for your special day because they were not there in your life for the past 1 year. You didn't talk to them, you didn't meet with them. Yeah, you didn't meet with them for the past 1 year. So whoever you didn't talk to for the last 1 year, just don't invite them. And then what you are going to do, you are going to ask also your parents if they have a wish, like you wish this one and that one, they never miss your wedding, like maybe they are there, I don't know, but your mom wish them to be there, or your dad wish them to be there. Just ask them, who do you want to come to my wedding as your guests? So just give them, maybe you can just tell, okay, Deji, do you have any 2, 3 or 4 people you said you want them to be on my wedding as my wedding guests? Then they can give you the list, your mom can give you the list, then you compile those lists. Maybe your mom give you 3 and then your dad give you 3, there are 6 already in from 100. That means you are left with 94 people. 94 people you are going to divide with your family members and your friends, and also maybe your workmates if you have. So if they are going to come as workmates, how is the relationship at work? Did they ever invite you to some occasion at their family house, or I don't know, outside of the workplace? Did they ever invite you maybe for a birthday or for a wedding or something else, maybe, or for some drinks? Did they ever do that? You can't just invite the whole workplace, the whole workmates, maybe 7 or 8 of them, just to take 1 or 2, those who are so close to you, and they have invited you for something else outside of workplace. That's how we are going to invite your workplace people. As the church people, invite the pastor. If the wedding is at church, that's fine, invite everybody. But if the wedding is out of church, invite the pastor, invite a few elders and a few friends. They will understand, you know what, if you don't invite me to your wedding and I'm not that close to you, I'm going to understand, because there are bills to pay. The bills for wedding comes like per head, per person. So I know that you can't pay for everybody who comes to your church. Pay for other people, and then the other people, the rest will understand. That's how you are going to create your wedding guest list. According to the family members, invite whoever you have been talking to for the last 1 year, because sometimes they'll be like, a small wedding in Zimbabwe, I think it's 50 to 100 guests, or a medium wedding, then it's 150 to 200, then 300 plus, that's a big wedding. And remember, you're going to pay it for head. If it's catering, it's for head. So how I did with mine, I created, you see this. As for me, I grew up with to my mom's side. So what I did first, I list people that I talk to my mom's side. Anasekuru wangu na mainini wangu. And then I enlist myself, I'm as number 1, my mom number 2. And then to my mother's side, I found out I'm going to invite 28 people. And these 28 people, mind you guys, it's not everybody who came here. Some they didn't come. And then some were replaced with other people that I didn't invite, but they came because I invited their family members. So I have about 28 people here. So roughly people from my mother's side, I can say it's 28, or I can say it's 30. Then I write to my father's side here. I started from 29 up to 64 to my father's side, which means they are also around 30 something, and it's not everybody who came. Some they didn't come, and some they are overseas, but I just listed them. Maybe they'll be there on the holiday, but they didn't come. So it's not everybody who came here. And then I listed from here my church members, because I worship here in South Africa, but I get married in Zimbabwe. So I listed a few of my church members that I know they will be there from Zim side. So it comes from 47 up to 63, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which is about 15 people. So those 15 people, it's not everybody who came. Maybe 7 of them came and 7 they didn't come. So if you write this way, that's also how we did to my husband's side. So if you draft it this way, it's going to, if you compile it, it's going to give you an average number, like the number that you are going to work with maybe with the caterer or with the chairs, because they are going to provide exactly the amount of chairs that you said, I'm going to have 200 guests. They are going to bring 200 chairs. So if you work your numbers like this, maybe you're going to get, you say 200, you're going to get maybe 180 or 190 or maybe 204. So that's okay, but it's not everybody who is going to come. If you invite your family members and your friend like this, your work people, you're not going to invite the whole company. So I think this is the right way that he helped us to plan our wedding, to create our wedding list. So it's not everybody who is going to come, and it's not everybody who is not going to come. So that's how we created our wedding guest list. Unofunga here kuti mchato wako ungatadze kubudira if that person is not there. If you know that akubudirire if that person is not there, then invite them. If you know that your wedding can go on without that person, then yeah, if they are exits, just don't bring up their names, and it's going to help you. Yeah. If they are your friends, do they really know your fiancé? Do they really know your partner who you are going to marry? Kuti vanoziva here musikana wako, vanomuda here, vanomufarira here, vanoziva here mukomana wako, vanomuda here, vanomufarira here. How much do they really know your girlfriend? Did they ever meet? Like, yeah. Consider that also when you are inviting friends, because there are people with really a big number of friends out there. You see one person with like 7, 8 people, they are my friends. So if you find that unnecessary, just count them out. Yeah, that's the trick that I used when we were planning our wedding. So yeah, this is it, guys, for today's video. If you find this useful when you are going to plan your wedding, just give it a thumbs up, or just say, yeah, I think this will work this, or just type, yeah, it's useful. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching our videos, and share them to the people that you think they are struggling in planning their wedding when they are on. Okay guys, bye. Mwana muda kakudza vhudzire wasikanari batwe mnenyasha. What is this? Don't answer mommy back. Don't answer mommy back. Ndikufunga kuti iwe kunyora ngoma wako nepeni. Mnenyasha, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to mommy? Yeah? Why are you complaining? Okay guys, this is it for today's video, and hope you like it. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.